The focus of this video will be the Documents module, which submodules can be found within those, and how you go about using each of those submodules. To get into one of the submodules of Documents, scroll over to the Documents tab, and you'll see a list of each one of the items that you can cover under this Documents. Everything from approved packages, insurance, any drawings, general and internal documents, meeting minutes, monthly reports, notebook photos, and schedules. Some of these we use much more frequently than others, but for the ones that we use most, you will see a future video on the details and how each of them are used. For a general idea of each, we'll go down the list. Approved packages we don't really use very often. The bulletins we don't use too often. The certificates of insurance, this is an area where we can add, the bonds, any insurance, anything like that. Next on our list would be drawings. If you click on the drawings drop down, you can add any AutoCAD files, any as-built, bid documents, any revised drawings or survey drawings. Going back to general documents, this one has multiple folders for multiple areas of the project. You can use this folder for meeting minutes or anything you really want to make public, such as SWIPY reports or cost estimates that you don't mind if other people get their eyes on. So this general documents folder is anything that is a final copy of something that you don't mind if others are able to view it. So moving on to the internal documents, similar to general documents, you have your whole list of folders here where you can save stuff. The internal documents is mainly going to be used for any rough drafts of anything, meeting minutes or any rough drafts of monthly reports or estimates for change orders, anything like that. So once you have completed your rough drafts of anything in these folders, that's when you're going to want to make them final and save them into the general documents tab that we just discussed. The letters and notices, this is where you can store any NTPs or any notices from the contractor on inclement weather or anything like that. You could also store claims or anything that the contractor wants to fight you on, things they should get paid for or anything like that. So next we've got meeting minutes. This will be a video in which I train you guys on how to generate your weekly meeting minutes. But obviously you click here, you're going to get your whole list of everything from specialty meetings and then your weekly coordination meetings, all of which you'll basically be adding a new item each week and attaching the agendas and the minutes. Next, you'll have your monthly reports. This will be also another future video on how we generate our monthly reports. You can keep those under your internal documents until they're finalized, and once they're finalized, you would basically upload them into this section here. The notebook we rarely use, so we'll move on to photos, which you'll see a bunch of thumbnails here. You can look at your views up here. There's also a nice view called calendar, where if you want to look for, activities or anything that was happened during a certain month of your project. Maybe you want to go back to May and you're looking for something. You can click on the May, you can click on these little drop downs, and you can get a general idea of where the contractor was working and what they were doing simply by going to this calendar view. So that's a pretty fancy view if you're looking for anything specific during a certain month. And then lastly, we have schedules here. This one is a place where you can store any finalized schedule items, narratives, anything like that. Typically, you will want to store all these in submittals, which is where it's currently being stored for the Olinda project, but this can be used at preference. So if you want to store any scheduling information or anything like that, you got a tab for it here. So that sums up the documents module and gives you a general idea of which one of these sub-modules can be used for. So the videos we'll be making on further details will probably include the photos and how you can, name stuff like that. The monthly reports, like I said, the meeting minutes, and that is probably it. So that'll do it for this video.